Hear what I'm saying to you right now. The only reason that God blessed Transformation Church is because he knew we would be a blessing. There are many people God is blessing, they become a reservoir, not a river. They hold everything, waiting for a rainy day, making sure that we protect what God has built. If God built it, he can sustain it. So if God asked me, no, y'all got to hear me. If God asked me to give what I was planning to save, that means that I just sowed something that has been activated in that sequence of, help me, seed, sow, time, work, heart. You will never get back what you sow. You'll always get back more than what you sow. Sow division, get back more division. Sow unity, get back so much unity. Sow finances, get back finances. Sow help, get. God's saying, sow good things so that you can get accelerated to the point where it makes no logical sense for you not to be sharing this with somebody else. The way God's blessed our church, it makes no logical sense for I'm gonna go ahead and do it now, Tammy. Okay, so Tammy's scared because she don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so there was a season of preparation for us getting this building when y'all don't even really know about this one, but we bought a building on 61st and Peoria. It was like a gymnasium basically that had a stage in it. And this is when we was like, we're about to go multi-campus and God's gonna take the world. And we had to use crazy faith to buy this building for, I think, about $500,000, something like that. We had to go talk to bankers and had to make presentations and had to believe the church, get the church to believe in all this other stuff. And we went and had 2 prayer meetings in that building. And we we did the whole thing. And literally outside the building, it said, future home of Transformation Church. Walked the building, did all these different things in crazy faith. And then God said, that's what I needed to teach you there. You'll never have a service there. Hold on, what? You taking us under for 3 years? We're not going to see nothing there? I stood up and told people, we went to the block parties. I'm telling the people, we about to be here. And God said, I just needed to make sure you were ready for unusual acceleration. The year after we closed all of that stuff and got stuff patched up and did all that stuff, ready to move in, this comes available. That building that we were about to go into could seat 250 people. That building could fit inside of this building 100 times. There's no way anybody can convince me that the reason that God took us that way was to make sure that we had the heart to handle unusual acceleration. And the one thing I told the pastor, Pastor Humphreys, before we left that church is this church would be used for ministry. So people have tried to come and buy that church from us and buy that property from us several times because we can't fit there. Right when the towers came available, I took the staff over to this building and there's footage of it. I want them to cut some footage in of it so y'all can see it. That day, there was a church, I believe it's a Hmong church, or what kind of church was it? A Korean church that had been believing God for a building. And this Korean church got the money together to buy this building from us. And the Holy Spirit said, let them buy it. But the day they bought it, Tammy, am I telling the truth? The day they bought it, the Holy Spirit said, Michael, before the end of the year, I want you to sow the entire building back into them. I want you to, as a church, pay for their entire mortgage so they can do ministry completely debt-free. I was gonna save it to the end of the year, but God told me by His Spirit right now to let them know that church that is at 61st, I need my church to start shouting. We're about to sow an entire church into the city so that people can be transformed. It's the bamboo season, a season of unusual acceleration. Somebody give God some praise.